Your
off the
mic
rails.
Oh my god, his mic.
That's what happened to him.
What the fuck is that?
Barely.
What are you saying?
Can the court trial go on if we can't hear the judge?
Alright, fuck
I
this.
don't think so.
Okay.
Alright, order in the court.
Oh, that's cool.
I know, I made it myself, actually. Alright, anyways, shut up. I don't care about honorifics. We're not gonna introduce each other.
Okay.
So let's just start with opening statements, prosecutor.
From the prosecutor first?
Yeah, we're doing this the Bubba way.
Okay, the Bubba way. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, DragonHero 3 is accused of a very high and treasonous crime.
Wait, I'm sorry, I gotta interrupt. I'm sorry, my mommy's calling.
Perfect.
I might have to shit in the middle of this.
Please don't take this to the bathroom.
Okay, my bad, sorry, we had to check if we were out of bread. Go on!
Alright, ladies and gentlemen of the court, where was I? Yes. DragonHero 3 is accused of a very high and treasonous crime. It is as follows. DragonHero 3 is accused of installing League of Legends, threatening to play League of Legends, convincing others to play League of Legends with him, as well as minor infractions such as disrespect, anti-racist sentiment, and heresy. I, in this court case, will try to prove the credibility and believability of Dragon and these charges. Thank you.
Alright, defendant, what do you have to say for yourself?
As the defendant in this court trial, I would like everyone to know that
How do you plead?
I plead not guilty.
Bullshit. Sorry, I'll go on.
I
Okay.
would like the courts to know that gaming is not a crime, no matter what path you may take. So please keep that in mind as the court proceedings go on.
Now, I know this is off the rails, but we're not talking about gaming as a whole. We're talking about League of Legends, that vile piece of media.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but he's trying to spin the story, you know, that's the whole purpose of it.
Stop talking out of line. No one called for you.
Man, shut your bitch ass up.
Okay, prosecutor. The fuck?
What the fuck?
Don't worry about it.
Do you have any witnesses?
I would not like to call any witnesses at this time. However,
What the fuck?
I would like to say some statements in my points. But what is going on? Yo, they're playing Crunker. Crazy world.
Get on with it, you recessive chromosome. Come on.
Huh?
Keep going.
Oh, okay. Alright. Let me start with this. First, I intend to prove that Dragon is at least affiliated or has had any contact and actions done with League in the first place. Because without any proof, all accusations are baseless. To do this, I will call in a piece of evidence. Boom. Evidence 1. That is tiny. This is my first piece of evidence. As shown in Exhibit A1, Dragon says the following: League is not a hobby, it is a lifestyle. Now, this clearly marks the beginning of Dragon's descent into darkness. In this quote, you can clearly see Dragon is specifically talking about League of Legends. And this is due to the context in which the quote was used first, when conversating with convicted felon Mosh, which was also in the act of playing League of Legends. Herein, this quote has the added information of just seeing how far Dragon has strayed from the path. The quote, "It is not a hobby, it is a lifestyle," clearly shows that Dragon worships League of Legends, not just as a game, but as a way of life. Now that we have demonstrated that Dragon is affiliated with League of Legends and has called it a lifestyle, I wish to provide another piece of evidence to the court. Here it is.
What the fuck?
In the following evidence is the average case of symptoms caused by a League of Legends player. As you can
What the
see,
fuck?
not only has League of Legends infected their lives by becoming an activity in which they partake in, but it has also disillusioned them to the fact that they call their life a lifestyle, League of Legends. Now, we are all surely aware that life is not League of Legends, nor has it ever been. And the idea that League of Legends is a lifestyle is nothing but psychosis only exhibited by those who have or are currently playing League of Legends. This evidence is remarkably similar to Dragon's aforementioned evidence, in which he denoted it as a quote unquote lifestyle, which we have proved he has said earlier. This suggests that Dragon has developed psychosis from League of Legends and therefore has lost touch with reality. We can further prove this by looking at recent messages of Dragon after the conversation with Mosh about League of Legends again.
Wait,
Give
hold
me a
on. I'm
second.
going to stop you right there before you move on to the next evidence. Where did you get this?
Huh? This was taken directly from a League of Legends forum page.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, this last piece of evidence shows how Dragon is slowly descending into a psychosis and schizophrenic state, as he cannot even imagine anything else but League, as shown in the statement League, 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 League.
You gotta remember that shit, but go on.
Alright. I will conclude with the statement for now, and I'll let the defendant speak if he wishes.
You're not gonna summon any witnesses just yet?
Not just yet.
Okay.
I have a plan, don't worry.
Defendant.
The claims that war is made are not entirely unfounded, but I can assure you, dear court attendees, they are not true. For his first piece of evidence, need I remind you that everyone has different lifestyles.
Okay.
I was not saying that League was my lifestyle. It was simply someone else's.
Objection.
Okay, what is it? Objection what?
Objection.
Objection. It clearly says that it is a lifestyle, and the previous conversation was alluding to him saying it.
No proof.
This is literally the proof.
No proof. You only have a picture of my quote. That's it.
That's not true. Hold on.
He can't gather evidence right now.
He's searching up how to survive this.
Judge!
Okay, overruled. Overruled. Keep going.
Great. Okay. So, for his second piece of evidence, I would just like to point out that War had the balls to go to a League of Legends forum himself and find this evidence. You may think this is
Objection.
courageous.
This is not a League of Legends forum. It is a forum about League of Legends psychosis.
Okay, going back to it. Where is that forum? Send us the website.
Okay.
That's
You
fair.
can go on to your next argument. Since we're looking into that.
Okay.
I will send it privately to the judge.
Go ahead.
All right. For his third piece of evidence, which I will be refuting, you may think this is the onset of psychosis, but I assure you, dear attendees and judge, this was merely a prank.
Objection.
prank?
Hearsay.
Where are the cameras?
What was the prank?
What was the prank?
The prank was me repeatedly saying the word league. This was done in an attempt to aggravate another member of this very courtroom, which I assure you was done only out of humor. It is
That itself
not
is a crime.
a representation of psychosis.
I would like to remind the court that I would just like to have the court remember the words he just said, that it was a prank made to aggravate a member of this court. I just
Yeah,
want you to remember that for one of my next statements.
You are admitting to that. I'm just saying. Go
yes,
on.
Your Honor.
Is there anyone you want to call in?
No.
Me?
I'll keep my cards close to me for now.
Okay, sure.
All right. Then I suppose I shall continue.
Mr. 7567.
Now, I would like to make a statement on Dragon's intentions to play League. I would like to currently, Dragon still, as present in this very courtroom, intends to play League of Legends with none other than convicted felon Mosh, who has been caught and charged for playing League of Legends already. If I redirect your attention back to this piece of evidence, you can clearly see that in a conversation with Mosh, Dragon has intent to play League again. He cites that gameplay was quote unquote fun, and therefore he would like to play it again. Also, according to this evidence, he says, and while you do that, I will be installing League. The intent is spoken with actions, as shown in the evidence above. He has clearly stated he is installing League, and therefore has intent to play the game. Members of the court, when have you ever installed a game just to install it and not play it? The answer, never. Everyone has always
Objection?
installed a game to
I
play
have.
it.
What's the objection?
I have done that very thing.
Overruled.
Yeah, I would like to now call a witness.
Mhm.
Our very own Mosh Pit. Mosh, is
Yes.
it true that Dragon has installed League of Legends?
Yes, it is.
Members of the court, this proves that Dragon has in fact installed League of Legends. And in installing League of Legends, he intends to play the game. I will take a pause on that statement for now and allow the defendant to reply.
Oh, okay. All right. Defended.
All right. Is Mosh still on the stand?
It can
Yup.
be.
Perfect. Mosh, what proof do you have that I've actually installed the game?
Objection.
Is it?
He can't ask what proof he has. The question was simply, did he install the game? And the answer was yes for Mosh.
You do realize he's asking his own questions right now, right?
I understand,
Yeah.
but it can't interfere with my previous question.
Yes, I can.
Too bad.
can.
Cry about it.
No. If he
Overruled.
does, it's a separate point. Damn.
Keep going.
Sorry, what was your question?
My question is, what proof do you have that I have actually installed League of Legends?
Well, as it stands right now, we have absolutely no evidence that you have downloaded it fully.
All right. Now, let me bring up a point here. If I may have posted it, I don't know. If I were to have posted a loading screen, I need you to remember that all of this is taking place online. On Google, there are thousands of images of League, and its many facets. So be aware that a screenshot of a loading bar for downloading the game can easily be pulled off the internet. It could not just be mine, because I posted it. So, if there is digital proof, it can't be entirely true, because you don't know where it's from. And I can tell you, it's not from me.
Defended. It would just have your wallpaper in the background or your username in the installer if there is.
Yeah.
Well, was there? That is all.
All right. I would like to go back to what he just said and call Mosh again. Mosh,
Still on the stand.
is there any other way to play League of Legends other than to install the Riot launcher?
No.
Now, let me ask you this. Is it possible to find out via the Riot Launcher if someone else has it installed, if you are friended with them?
No, you cannot, as I have not yet friended him.
But if you had friended him, would it be possible?
No, it would not.
I see. Okay. Dismiss them. Yeah, alright. I'll go back to my point that in the evidence mentioned above, he said, while you do that, I'll be installing League. Which as a statement still stands that he has intention and has gone through the process of installing League of Legends.
Very true.
I would also like to bring up this next piece of evidence. In the following piece of evidence, Dragon has decided to play League of Legends instead of playing Yakuza. This again shows intent to play League of Legends over Yakuza. However, this also doubles the point of threatening to play League of Legends and not just attempting to play. In threatening to play League of Legends, he has said that he was not going to play Yakuza, right? And, hear me out, informed us that he would instead play League of Legends, which is a crime. A very big crime. A very large and disrespectful crime.
Are we
Which,
executing him? Oh wait, sorry, go on.
which, in the disrespectful manner, is also doubling as his first minor infraction disrespect, as well as heresy. This single evidence exhibit has proved that he has intent to play League of Legends through downloading it, has threatened to play League of Legends through saying he will play it over Yakuza, right? He is being disrespectful in playing League of Legends over Yakuza, and it is heresy not to finish Yakuza and instead choose League of Legends over it.
Is that all?
For now.
Defendant, you better have a good clapback, because your ass is going to the ghetto if you don't.
Uh,
Type shit.
Type shit, indeed.
anyways, I will be refuting the evidence that you have thrown onto the court, one by one, again.
Objection. Hearsay. Can't refute the evidence.
Too late. I'm gonna.
Okay.
Sustained.
For your new first piece of evidence, you screenshotted a moment in time where I said that I would honestly play League again someday, and that the gameplay itself was fun. I cannot defend myself against that. However, for the second piece of evidence,
It's really just I want the court to remember what he just said.
You, sir, you're talking out of turn, goddammit.
Sorry.
for the second piece of evidence, I said, and while you do that, I'll be installing League. I'd like to cast a question onto the court. So who's to say that I actually did this? Because hold on, there's not even a profile picture of me in there. This could be anyone.
No. This was still you. It was just right under the first quote.
But how can the court be sure?
The court can just look.
You're referring to the first piece of evidence, right?
I'm referring to the screenshot of, and while you do that, I'll be installing League. There's no profile picture. There's no name. This could have been anyone saying it.
Excuse me 1 second. We will take a recess because we can look into that with the NSB. And if you, for any who do not know, the NSB stands for the National Security Bubbas. So, please hold.
And how long is this recess gonna take? I'm hungry.
Wow, that's crazy. You have better places to be than your own court date?
The lunchroom.
Wow. Okay. Just so we
Okay,
just so we
recess
see
is
this.
over. Court is back in order.
That's crazy. That's a short recess.
Okay, so after the NSB has looked through your files without permission, on December 6th, 2024 AD, 10:44 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, it was in fact you who mentioned that. That's all I gotta
Alright,
say.
so for the third piece of evidence, I say that I just realized I decided to play League instead of continue Yakuza. This is entirely untrue. I can't tell you why. Well, actually, I probably should. That would help my case, wouldn't it? This was also a prank. That is all.
Offended?
I would like to make sure that everyone realizes that he has again called this a prank, which is again threatening to play League of Legends, which is one of the crimes he's been accused of.
Offended? I just want to remind you, by entering this courtroom, you are under oath of the Bubbas. If you're caught lying, you know, the fact you're calling these pranks isn't very helpful to your case. You better find a better argument. That is all.
Sounds like Mosh should have been the defendant.
Now, with all due respect,
His lawyer.
I may have said that I would play League over Yakuza, but I would like to make it apparent to the courtroom that I have still yet to play League. Not
And
once has
Yakuza.
it been opened on my computer.
And
Yakuza,
Yakuza.
however, has been opened, and the judge can confirm that I have played it before. Have I yet to
I
return
can
to it?
confirm.
Yes. But
However, this still counts as a threat. Let's say you are in public, next to I don't know, a school, and you have a gun, and you threaten to shoot them. Answer the question, defendant. I'm asking you.
His
no
time
comment.
to take this, to answer this. His no comment reflects the fact that he has psychosis.
So you're saying if you had a gun and threatened to shoot kids next to a school, that does not count as a threat to them? That is what you're saying?
I would say that that version of me would be clinically insane, but that version of
No
me is
ifs
also
and
not in
buts
the
here.
courtroom.
No ifs and buts. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, so you have access to League. Let's put it together. The school would count as Yakuza. The kids are also Yakuza. The
Fair.
gun is League. You are the person threatening.
I'd like to point out your worst should be making this point. You're literally the fucking judge.
Hey, I'm just pointing it out. I can question whatever I want. It's my
No,
courtroom.
no, you can't.
Excuse
Whoa,
me, Judge.
Overruled.
Let me discontinue. We're taking a turn. Go on, prosecutor.
All right. Now I shall return to my point of Dragon threatening to play League of Legends. I'd like to direct your your attention to this piece of evidence. In this message, he has added both the Supreme Justice Mosh, and me to ask if we still have time to play Star Citizen on Saturday. Otherwise, there's plenty of other options. Now, I would like to remind the court, this is after he has said, I just realized,
God damn
while
it.
you do that, I'll be
prosecutor.
installing League. But he has the option to play League. Hence, in referring to himself saying otherwise, there's plenty of other options, he's alluding to the fact that he could be playing League with Mosh, but he could play Star Citizen, which is blackmail, which is a form of threatening. Hence, it doubles as one of his accusations. There is plenty of other option he had that we would have known of for him to say that. I rest, and no, that's it. That's the point.
Defendant, you could have objected this, but you decided not to, so we will move on to you.
Hey, wait a minute.
Not too late.
It is indeed too late.
All right. Well, let me say this then. In this message that he claimed I said, which I did. I mentioned that there are plenty of other options. For these particular people that I mentioned in that message, we have a total of several games that we could be playing otherwise. These games that we have in common are including but not limited to Star Citizen, Roblox, Baldur's Gate 3, Warframe,
Damn.
and
Objection.
potentially more.
What's the objection?
The quote is referring to if we don't have time. So if we had time, we would play Star Citizen. But if we didn't, he would have plenty of other options. Hence, League of Legends.
Overruled. Keep
Thank you for
going,
bringing
defendant.
that up, by the way, because in regards to time, when I mentioned that, Star Citizen is a lengthy game. It takes a long time to get from point A to point B, and even to point C if there is one. If we had time to get on, but not enough time to play Star Citizen as much as we wanted, there are other game options, such as the ones I mentioned earlier. That is the end of my argument.
Prosecution.
The point still stands that he is threatening to play League of Legends, as there is no other game he could be alluding to in that way towards me and the Supreme Justice Marsh that would get us to play Star Citizen with him in such a way. I would also like to remind the court that in the previous evidence defense that Dragon has tried to give, the defendant has tried to give, right? He has said for the league quote, it is just a prank. Similarly, when he said, while you do that, I will be installing League, he has said, again, it is just a prank. 3 times he has said, it is just a prank. And all of them are in the bounds of threatening to play League in such that it is a prank.
Objection?
What is it?
I'd like to return to the recent evidence. I am fully aware, and
That
several
is
of
not
the
a
other...
valid objection, but you can keep going.
Okay. Several of the other court members currently are aware that the judge and the prosecutor do not have League installed. Why would I have any reason to ask these people to play a game they don't have? First,
It's not
they would have to install the game, which would waste time, valuable time on
Objection.
Saturday.
What is it?
the point isn't that we would play League with you, but that you would be playing League instead of.
That's not the point of an objection.
No, it's an objection of the. It's a misconstruing of the quote. He's misconstruing the quote. That's the
Okay.
objection.
Please make sure what you're saying or calling out what the objection is.
Sorry, Your Honor.
Okay, go on.
I may have lost my train of thought. However, I would just like to mention as a final bit, if I were to ping people in a Discord server and ask them to play a game, in that same message, why would I be mentioning that I would be playing something on my own? I don't mention this in that message. I'm a friendly person. I like to play things with people. If there is time that allows it, that is what I would like to do. But the prosecution has misinterpreted the very evidence that he has brought into the courtroom. Let that be a reminder to you all that perhaps not everything is as it seems. I rest my case.
Okay. Next argument. We're moving on from this.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I'm sure you're wondering, but Warpilot, Dragon has never been specifically caught playing League of Legends. Of course, if this was true and Dragon has never played League of Legends, then there would be no way that Dragon would be able to become this disillusioned with League to the point of psychosis. So, I would like to direct you to the next piece of evidence. Actually, we already have the piece of evidence. It is this one. In this quote, Dragon says, and which I have named Exhibit B1, right? Honestly, I'd play League again someday forgot about the AI matches. In the following piece of evidence, you can clearly see DragonHero 3 conversing with the convicted and charged League of Legends player Mosh. In it, we can clearly see that DragonHero talks about already having played League, as he is not only referring it in the past tense, but using wording such as again or forgot in reference to the game. This clearly identifies that Dragon has at one point or another played League of Legends for a significant amount of time before briefly pausing his gameplay. Now, members of the court, may I remind you that temporarily dropping League of Legends just to pick it back up again, intentionally or not, is still illegal in the eyes of the law. And no matter how it is phrased, playing League of Legends is illegal.
Clapbacks defended.
I
Defended?
have played League before. I rest my case.
Okay, so that's the death penalty. Okay, we're not there yet. I'm just kidding. Is that all you have to say?
Uh,
No, I'm not.
Pretty
I'm not
much.
talking to you, prosecution. I'm talking to the defendant.
oh.
If League is a crime,
Oh my God! The witness has brought a piece of evidence to the court.
Oh
Let me
my.
read it out.
Pieces of evidence.
One, I believe.
There's two.
Oh, I did not see Aeggis's. The first. Let me read it out to everyone. It incites Dragon playing a League, and me witnessing it. Yes, I am a witness, even though I'm the judge.
hey, wait a minute.
The second, I need to read. Oh dear God.
Can we get the defendant to read this out loud to the court?
You know what? Yeah, defendant. Read out the second one. The latest
second
one. The latest one.
Objection. This is abuse of power.
How so?
Why? It is.
Yes. What? In what way?
Because I said so.
Overruled. Please read it.
In this message, I say, yeah, you're right. And then I continue with, nah, you're good. And from there I say, if I get behind at this point, it's on me for sidetracking myself. I totally didn't spend 20 minutes ogling League champions because one of my buddies got into League of Legends. I'll let you know for sure.
But can you explain yourself?
I totally didn't spend
Alright.
20 minutes ogling League champions because one of my buddies got into League of Legends.
Is
Can I
there-
take it from your honor?
Before you do, is there any elaboration, defendant, to this? Any more elaboration?
I'd like to make it aware to the court that ogling League champions for 20 minutes is not an illegal crime. Nor is it a legal one. I rest my case.
Okay, prosecution.
I would like to remind the court that Dragon, in this own court proceeding, has been identified as someone with psychosis due to playing League of Legends. In this, he has become crazy, schizophrenic, reactive, and downright insane. This new piece of evidence just confirms our suspicions, as he spent 20 minutes ogling a League champion just because one of the buddies, probably Mosh, got into League of Legends. Now, I want you to think about it. 20 minutes is a long period of time. Time.
Don't worry, I'll edit it out.
minutes. 20 minutes is 1,200 seconds. For 1,200 and something seconds, Dragon has stared at a single League of Legends or multiple League of Legends champions just because their buddies got into it. For 1,200 seconds, Dragon looked at terribly modeled PNG images of champions. There is
Objection?
no.
That
Yes,
is an opinion.
So those are just
Fact.
description words. His point isn't that they're terrible. Overruled.
For 1,200 seconds, Dragon stared at terribly modeled and just
That doesn't
downright
matter.
horrible PNG images of these champions for 1,200 seconds. Is that not a crazy thing to do? Is that not an insane, schizophrenic thing to do?
Okay, we get the point, prosecution. Now I have something to ask.
Yes.
No, to the defendant, sorry. Where were you
Okay.
looking at these, quote unquote, league champions?
My laptop.
Okay, where in your laptop? Of what software?
Google Chrome.
So you searched these champions.
Yes.
Okay. Now, this evidence came from the witness. Witness, do you have anything to say about this?
Just that he knows the league champions' names well enough to look them up and go ogle them. So therefore, he might have more than he's letting on.
Good point. Prosecution, if you have any new arguments coming from that statement from the witness, you may go.
I would like to call the previously named witness to ask a simple question. Has Dragon ever tried convincing you to play League of Legends?
He never tried convincing me, but he did say that it might be fun.
Now, the court must realize that saying something like, it might be fun, is very close, if not synonymous, to saying we should play it, or at least suggesting that we should play it, which is one of the very high crimes that Dragon is accused of, which is convincing others to play League with him. I'd like to direct your attention back to the evidence that Aegis has provided to us. He said, yes, yeah, play League instead, which the Supreme Judge Marsh has looked at and said, are you encouraging others to play League? And Dragon definitively and specifically said, yes. I rest the statement.
All right. Witness, as in Aegis, you don't have to actually talk in voice chat since you're sick. You can just type. But do you have anything to say on the screenshot you posted?
Execute him.
Oh, holy shit!
Oh,
Okay.
damn.
I agree.
Oh my god. Okay. Well. God damn. Anyways, defendant, anything to say?
Your Honor,
Is everything okay? Yeah.
League of Legends.
That's a terrible fucking argument. That's all you have to say?
I rest my case.
Okay, so the verdict is death penalty. That was the worst goddamn argument I've heard in my entire career as a judge, even though it's only spanned what, like an hour.
So technically be true.
Before we go on, any closing statements? We'll start with you, defendant.
I would like to make it apparent to the courtroom that gaming is not a crime. People are allowed to play whatever they wish. Although we may be repulsed by games that other people play, like Hitler Dating Sim, it's still their choice to play it, and it is our choice to let them be. As long as their actions do not harm others, we should let live.
Is that all?
That is all.
Prosecution?
I would like to close this argument by refreshing our memories of what I just proved in this court case. One, we identified that Dragon has in fact been affiliated with and installed League of Legends. He has threatened to play League of Legends, and he has convinced or tried to convince others to play with him. He has also included disrespect as well as heresy in those accusations, as dictated by the Yakuza post. He has undergone psychosis through in playing League of Legends at some point or other, as well as have done actions due to such psychosis. This must mean that Dragon is shitty ass bot. Okay, never mind. Dragon is guilty without a doubt. I rest my case.
Okay. So, closing verdict. Actually, we're gonna take a recess while the jury / witnesses and I discuss what your punishment will be. So, we will move you down to Poland.
Oh God.
Hey, that didn't go that bad. For me, at least.
Yeah, that wasn't bad.
He's playing League of Legends as we speak!
Who?
You!
Me? What do you mean?
Wait a minute. Mosh is playing
I
League
was
of
gonna
Legends.
say it's probably Mosh. Wait.
No
Let me see if I can.
way.
Yeah. Yep. Perfect. He's been at it for 26 minutes.
That's actually crazy.
Oh my
That's
God.
actually wild.
This.
You gotta join me on the prosecution. You should rat. Should
It'll
lessen your sentence.
Should I just jump back in and
All right. Order. Hold on. Don't talk yet. We're ordering the court. All right. Here's the verdict. Your ass is getting
Wait,
executed.
Before the verdict, can the prosecutor and defendant say something to the court?
Okay, fine.
Dragon, would you like to?
I would like to make it apparent to the entire court that one of the witnesses has been gaming in Summoner's Rift for the past 27 minutes.
Yeah, we pointed that out.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Good to know. I rest my final case.
Okay, you're gonna say something relating to that prosecution?
No, I was just gonna say you should execute them both, but yeah, go off.
No, his court case. No, he has been excused for
I know.
other reasons.
Hey, wait a minute.
I know.
All right, here's the verdict. Your ass is getting executed. However, it's not a traditional execution.
Oh.
You will install Helldivers 2, and while we drop into a mission, you will be executed against the wall by way of purification team deployed by the Ministry of Truth. The new version of you will drop in and be rehabilitated by completing a level 10, aka a super Helldive category mission with the rest of us. That is all. The court is over.
You're supposed to say court is adjourned.
Hey, this is the Bubba system. I didn't say we're using the U.S. system.
You said it was a template
based
for the
off the U.S. system. All right, you know what, prosecution?
Put him on file next.
No.